Yan. Sige, ma'am.
So good afternoon, everyone. We are going to discuss about the chapter 3, what mathematics is about, together with Mr. Kenneth Dundula. So when we hear the word mathematics, the first thing that springs to our mind is numbers. However, mathematics is not just about numbers. We use math every day in our lives. Just like in this given figure at the right side, there are operation, measurement, fraction. So we're going to discuss further of that in the next slide. So next.
What is the origin of arithmetic? Arithmetic is one of the most oldest and elementary branches of the mathematics, originating from the Greek word arithmos, which means number. It involves the study of numbers, especially the properties of traditional operations such as addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. But numerical tricks we learn in arithmetic are only the tip of an iceberg. Like on the right side, it means na there's a lot of things that we need to learn as well in mathematics or in arithmetic.
So another mathematics is about counting numbers. It is a large part of the early prehistoric of mathematics. Counting numbers, also called whole numbers or natural numbers, are those used to count physical objects in the real world, such as 0, 1, 2, 3. Just like the example at the right side, there are numbers and also figures. They are not negative because when we counting things in the real world, the notion of having less than none of them makes no sense. 0 is commonly accepted as one of the counting numbers, but there is no complete agreement about this. Formally, counting numbers are the set of all non-negative integers. Counting numbers are also called cardinal numbers.
The second example of arithmetic was the fractions. And the word fraction literally means the word fractus from Latin word meaning broken. The fraction is a broken number that represents a part or parts of something considered as a whole. For example, the apples on the right side, there is a whole, 1/3, 1/4, and 1/2. In fraction, the top number was called the numerator and the bottom part was called the denominator, which represents the whole. There are 3 types of fractions: the proper fractions, improper fractions, and mixed fractions.
So the next is the concept of 0. Much later, between 400 and 1200 AD, the concept of 0 was invented and accepted as denoting a number. Many history books say that the key idea here was the invention of the symbol for nothing. So 0 is a number which qualifies a count or an amount of null size. In most cultures, 0 was identified before the idea of negative things. For example, quantities of less than 0 was accepted. As a value of a number, 0 is not the same as the digit 0 used in the numerical system with a positional notation.
The next example of arithmetic was the negative numbers. In mathematics, a negative number is a real number that is less than 0. Negative numbers represents opposites. A positive represents a movement to the right. Negative represents a movement to the left. A positive represents above sea level. The negative represents below sea level. And the example of it is an thermometer on the right side, which have positive but also negative numbers.
So mathematics is also about real numbers. The real numbers are simply the combination of rational and irrational numbers in the number system. In general, all arithmetic operation can be performed on these numbers and they can be represented in the number line. Also, at the same time, the imaginary numbers are the unreal numbers which cannot be expressed in the number line and is commonly used to represent a complex numbers. So these are the real numbers at the right side. We have rational, integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers, as well as the irrational numbers.
The last example of arithmetic was the function and operation. Functions are often defined using algebraic formulas, which are just shorthand ways to explain what the rule is, but they can be defined by any convenient method. Another term with the same meaning as function is the word transformation. The rule transforms the first object into the second. Operations and functions are very similar concepts. Indeed, on a suitable level of generality, there is not much to distinguish them. And these are the examples of operations and functions on the right side. For conclusion, even the very best mathematicians, like on the right side, different mathematicians from different generations with different contributions in mathematics, they all have on occasion claimed to have proved something that later turned out not to be so. Their proof had a subtle gap, or there was a simple error in a calculation, or they inadvertently assumed something that was not as rock solid as they had imagined. So over the centuries, mathematicians have learned to be extremely critical of proofs. Proofs knit the fabric of mathematics together, and if a single thread is weak, the entire fabric may unravel. And this was our report in mathematics, what mathematics is all about. Good evening, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stop sharing. Stop recording.